Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have recreated my Freshers Day makeup that I posted the pictures of on my Instagram. It was really pretty lilac, very little amount of shimmer and a heavy blush look, which I can't be without. I know that this is too much blush, but I just do it for the fun of it. I did a little purple look to match the little flowers on the top I was wearing that day. Also, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel to see more of me. And without any further blabbering, let's get started. I finished doing my brows and I've prepped the skin with the Etude House Sunshang Emulsion and the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. I'm just so beyond obsessed with this. And now moving on to color correcting the skin a little bit. My bag is such a mess. I, by mistake, put this very broken powder foundation into the bag. I just dumped it. And now I can see the powder all over the product. I'm using the e.l.f. color corrector in orange. Color correct these bits. I'm actually going to use this really tiny brush to blend. Now that I look like a sleep deprived vampire, I'm going to move on to concealing the face with a concealer that's my shade. I'm going to blend everything out with the PAC 247 brush. Next, I'm doing some of the Rare Beauty blush to add some life onto the face. I'm going to mix the Too Faced concealer again with the e.l.f. concealer, which is a lighter shade, to brighten up the features. To help blend out the concealer a little bit more smoothly, because the e.l.f. one is a little bit. So I'm using the PAC 219. So as you know, before starting to blend any of the under eye, I'm going to keep my loose powder ready on the side because I'm gonna set it immediately after I blend out, so it doesn't please clean out the too much concealer that I have on. Sorry, the blush. So I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake in Peach Pie. And I really kind of stop breathing while I set my face because it ends up in my nose. This is the Morphe M451. I'm going to slightly bake and blend out the other eye. Now that I've set my face, I'm following that with some powder products. First one being the bronzer. So as you know, for the powder blush, I always start with a base color, which is a more neutral pinky shade. And this is the Essence Be Fitting Blush. Start with a base color and kind of bounce that a little bit more messily. So I kind of mix the mid-tone blushing trend. Like I really want my blush to be perfectly diffused. So this is the couple of steps I take to make it look very flawless. I'm really addicted to this brush also, the Mars BRF08. After doing that, a little bit more brighter shade, the Swiss Beauty blush in Just Rose. I'm just going to hit that right here to get a little bit more lifted effect and more focused application just in this area, not bringing it down. I know this amount of blush that I've going on is really going to receive some hateful comments, but I'm just like physically incapable of stopping when I start doing the blush. So, as you saw in the pictures, this file is such a mess. It was a lilac eye makeup moment to match the little florals on the top that I was wearing. So I did this eye and it's very simple, like it was normal, really soft wash lilac over the eyes with a little shimmer. I'm starting off with the same blush that I used from Essence and mixing so many shades. Mostly this light lilac one from the NYX Ultimate palette in the shade Brights. So put it in the crease. Next I'm doing this darker purple just on the outer corner. I'm doing all of this with the Mars BRE01. And then the darkest purple just on the outer corner. I'm taking some rose gold champagne highlight and putting that in the inner corner and bring it onto my lid. Lastly, I'm doing the brown eyeliner. I'm gonna curl the lashes and put on some mascara and I'll be right back. Look at this difference. I'm not wearing eyelashes. This is just the difference of doing a good eyelash curl and couple of coats of mascara. Like, this is crazy. To do my lips, I'm gonna start off with the Milani in Spice. And one of my most frequently used lipsticks right now, the Nykaa lipstick in Helen. Just in the center. And that is the end of it. Last but not the least, a million sprays of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting spray. So this is my finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this recreation of my Freshers Day makeup. And if you did enjoy it, then do recreate it for yourself. And I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye.